Never say you can't do it. Say, I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. And that's true with everything. It's like, there's nothing that you can't do.
You're never gonna feel ready to do hard things. It's rare that you'll wake up in the morning feeling prepared to go after your dreams. Hard things are meant to be scary. They're meant to make you feel uncomfortable because they require you to go to a place that's unknown.
95% of our decisions are made by how you feel in the moment. And that is the problem. Do I feel like getting up? We make decisions based on our feelings, and that is robbing you of joy and opportunity. If you accept the fact that you may never feel ready, and you may never feel motivated, and you may never feel confident, you may never feel courageous, and that's okay, but you can still push yourself forward. As you start to see yourself becoming the person that takes action, guess what happens? You build the skill of confidence and courage.
Go ahead and take a minute and simply compare yourself to some of the greats of all time. Yeah, it's going to hurt a little. Yet the one thing you need to realize that the biggest difference possibly between you and them is that they started. They finally came to the point where they were done preparing, they were done planning, and they started doing. Sometimes the very first step is the hardest step, and you got to get going.
You know, and yeah, it's not easy, but if it was easy, everyone would do it. And there's a reason why few people reach their potential in life. There is a reason for it, because it is not an easy road. It is not an easy path to go on. And you have to make sacrifices. You gotta be willing to lock in. You gotta be willing to remove distractions. And no, it's not gonna be perfect. Yes, you will make mistakes in the journey. But when you're locked in and you're driven, you get right back on track.
You have to find yourself now. You have to find out who you are. And it's gonna take effort, man. I hate to tell you that because I know it's probably gonna be hard sometimes to, stay motivated or stay moving if you get those thoughts in your head. But you can do it.
You think everybody else is gonna die, not you. You kind of consciously know it, but you live like you got time. I'll get around to being happy. I'll get around to making it happen. I'll get around. Once things are in place, then I'm really gonna dial it in. Once this stuff gets good with my kids, then I'm going forward in business. Once I get a bunch of money, then I'll work on myself. Then I'll deal with this thing that's bothering me. You don't think you're gonna die. Begin with the end in mind. That's true in life. Who do you want to be in the end? What do you want to see? Where do you want to go? What do you want to felt? Who do you want to help? What do you want to achieve? What legacy do you want to live, if any? How about your faith, your money? And you're going to worry about what people think? You're going to worry about the things you're scared of? This is your life. You got to start to get after it.
Stay asleep. That's exactly what they want you to do. Matter of fact, they told everybody you weren't going to be anyways. You proved them right. You feel good? The last 30 seconds of your life, you're going to regret it.
Path of least resistance never makes you happy. Your life self-esteem, your self-esteem, esteem for yourself is earned by you doing something difficult for you. I mean, what makes people happy? Progress.
No amount of planning. There is no perfect plan. Never has been, never will. There will be roadblocks. There will be detours. There will be problems. Yet in the doing is how you become the best version of yourself. I urge you to start. I urge you to take the first step. That first step may even be simply writing it down, whatever it is that you want, and then going into action.
Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it. Well, that never goes out of style, does it? I mean, think about it. If you're gonna do something, if you've chosen to do something, whatever it is, easy, hard, if you give it your all and you don't half-ass it, win, lose, draw, get what you want, don't get what you want, whatever the outcome is, if you don't half-ass it, at least you're not gonna have to wonder, ooh, would the outcome have been different? What if I did give it my all? And boy, wondering that is what keeps us up at night.
Fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
If you're going to look up, these days going to keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? All right, gotta figure it out, made some mistakes, and life goes on.
Become the person who cannot quit. Become the person who can say no to the things that they know they're supposed to say no to. Become the person who makes the right decision regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the hardships, regardless of the pain, regardless of the frustration. If you become that person, you have no limits in your life. There is no stopping that person. And that is the only way to become who it is you truly want to be.
Hope you chase those dreams with a burning desire. With a burning desire, and through all the fire, and through all the flame, and through all the pain, I hope that you find happiness deep in your heart. I wish nothing but prosperity and abundance in your life. Much love.
Every time you faced a setback, the truth is you were truly facing a setup for you to become better, a setup for you to become more, a setup for you to overcome a sense of shame. Everyone falls, and when you fall, those who are still standing have a tendency to point at you. But if they're pointed at you and you feel a sense of guilt or shame that everyone knows every time you've ever made a mistake, you look again, because those who are standing and pointing at you are going nowhere. If you're on the ground and they're staring at you, you're in the same place. If you can get up again, if you can stop focusing on what they think, don't worry about the opinions of others, because the opinions of those who stand in the stands pointing at those who are gladiators in the arena, they're fans.
If you're choosing pleasure over purpose, you are struggling in life, and you've always got to put purpose first. And you may not know what your purpose is. I can tell you this. I want to find my purpose, and I have to remind them that purpose is not something that is lost, and therefore you're not just going to find it. You have to develop your purpose, and the place you start is putting off pleasure and putting off desires and focusing on purpose and duty first. Ask yourself this. I go, if I had a gun to your head and I said, pick the one thing that you want to do in life that would just make you absolutely happy, would give you a sense of fulfillment and peace of mind, the thing that you would do if money was not an issue, what is it? And most people can quickly come up with an idea, or at least a place to start. There is where you start developing your purpose.
Enthusiasm and joy that people associate with happiness manifests itself when you're moving towards a valued goal. So if you don't prioritize your goals because you don't exist within a structure of value, then you have no positive emotion. The embodied manifestation of positive emotion is the movement towards a valued goal. That's what it is. That's why you have the positive emotion. Because you are a creature that can move towards goals. And the emotional signaling of that is positive emotion. No goal, no positive emotion.
See, a lot of people have an idea or a dream and they give up on it. No, don't do that. Work your dream until it gets hot. See, most things don't happen as soon as we think they should happen. The messenger of misery might drop in on you and say hello. Murphy's Law might come by and thump you on the head. Any number of things can happen to interrupt your flow. It's okay. Don't take it personal. Just acknowledge what's going on. It's called life. And keep on working on your dream. Continue to keep on knocking, because this is your life. This is what you love. This is your passion.
Yes, I've made mistakes, but look at me now. Yes, I messed up, but look at me now. I will not walk around with the rest of my life feeling like I've messed up so bad that I'm unlovable. No, in fact, I am lovable because I have rebounded from everything that should have wiped me out. I have rebounded from everything that tried to take out my life. I have rebounded and I've redefined myself, and I will not settle.
I'm not going to give them the pleasure of them seeing me fail. I'm not gonna give them the pleasure of them seeing me stop. I'm not gonna give them the pleasure of them seeing me quit. I'm gonna allow that thing to build me. That adversity is gonna work for me, not work against me. That setback is gonna work for me, not work against me. That hurdle is gonna work for me, not work against me.
I just want you to remember that average is the enemy, success is your responsibility, and change can take place in an instant if you are willing to flip the switch.
With that motivation, go forward into the fray, into the